Hello, today I want to talk about rope, the inspection, cleaning and storage of the different types of rope that I use in forest schools. And they basically consist of a nylon rope. This is another nylon rope, but it's woven a bit different. Okay. And para-chord. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing when I'm inspecting my rope is I'm looking for hard, glossy parts as I'm pulling it and looking at it. Hard and glossy parts are normally caused by heat or compression. So say you chucked a rock on top of it or something, you know, it'll get hard and you'll get a hard bump there. Alright, the other thing I'm doing is I'm looking for lumps, bumps or flat spots in the rope as I'm dragging it through my fingers. And this will tell me if the inner core, especially on para-chord, because para-chord has an inner core and an inner weave and an outer weave. So if it's been overloaded or it's had a drop force load put on it, then the inside weave could break or stretch, and that would give me a flat spot then as I'm searching for it. So to show you what I mean with that, inside there is a white weave. Okay, so what it could appear to be good para-chord as you're feeling along it. If there's a flat spot or a lump, could mean that it's broken or stretched inside. So it's not always obvious to the sight. You've got to feel these ropes and make sure that there's no breakages inside there. Alright, the other thing I'm looking for is colour damage. And the reason I picked this rope up to show you colour damage is because this nylon is one of the worst ones. It's more prone to UV damage than some of the other ropes that I use. So if it's been in the sun for an excess amount of time, very often or not, you'll see that the UV will damage that and it'll rot it, make it very brittle. Okay, so I'm looking for that as I'm coming through. This rope here, for an example, on the end here, has been twisted somehow, and it's not fit for purpose anymore. So I would, if that was in the middle of my rope, I would take this rope out to service. But as it's at the end, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut that there, and then I'm going to melt the ends together on it to stop it from fraying like that. And as providing the rest of the rope passes an inspection, I'd be quite happy to use that again because it's still quite blue. The first thing that happens to this rope when the UV damages it is it changes colour, so it'll go from a blue to a lighter blue and then almost to a white, and then it'll literally, even thicker rope than this, you can snap it. It rots that quick, that bad like. So yeah, I'll be checking all of this, same way really, just dragging it through my fingers, looking for differences in coloration. Dirt as well is a good indicator. For example, if you did have a twist like that and it twisted back into position, you'd find dirt particles in there, but it was probably on the floor. So that'll give you a good visual indication that there's something not quite right with this rope. So make sure that there's not dirt caught inside the bindings of it, and just make sure that it's all safe. Okay, so like I say, the rest of this rope has passed. So I'm quite happy as the other end there, look, to do the same on the other side now, and they can still use that end to tie up their shelters. Okay, the storage and cleaning of my rope. What I'll do with regards to cleaning is I'll get a soapy damp cloth and I'll drag my rope through the cloth. So I'll put here's a cloth. I would put the rope through the cloth like so, pinch the cloth over the rope, and then drag the rope through to clean the dirt off it. Then I would coil the rope up then loosely, so do a loose coil like so, and hang it up in a cool, dry place to dry, and then store it away then in the cupboards. I normally put them in something like a sack or something. That don't put them in carrier bags and things like that, guys. It's awful tempting to do that, but they'll just stay wet. So I always hang mine up like that, and then let it dry, and then pack it away in either hessian sack or canvas bag, which I sometimes keep them in, but I make sure they're dry before I store them away, and then they get stored in the cupboard with the rest of my forest school stuff. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Bye.